Stephen A. Smith, here's the question underlying the question. Is Mike Zimmer, first-time head coach, the Minnesota Vikings, being sly or is he being foolish? I don't know for a fact, but I'm leaning toward Mike Zimmer is being nothing but foolish here. It is, however, possible that Mike Zimmer is pre-draft smoke screening, trying to mislead or influence the teams drafting above him, who all need a quarterback, into thinking that Johnny Manziel is nothing but a Hollywood sideshow, as Mike Zimmer indicated off his pro day, who's more interested in being a celebrity than an NFL quarterback. Remember, here's the point, though. Mike Zimmer is a 57-year-old first-time head coach from Peoria, Illinois, who coached as an assistant for a while under Bill Parcells. Mike Zimmer is meat and potatoes, and he wants his quarterback, I believe, to be straight out of the Peyton Manning, Drew Brees mold. The stable family man who is fanatically dedicated to playing the position of franchise quarterback the way it was meant to be played, the right way, the prototypical NFL way. And I do believe that Mike Zimmer is offended by many things Johnny Manziel, the commercials that he was making in L.A., as you heard Mike refer to in the interview. Now, I'm not saying Mike's a bad guy. Been around him a little bit. He's a great guy, but he is a very old school guy. And I believe, bottom line, that he is actually just trying to send his Vikings fans an early message that if, in fact, Johnny Manziel happened to fall to Minnesota, he probably would lean away from taking Johnny Manziel. And you know my bottom line. That would be, Mike Zimmer, the most foolish thing you could ever do as an NFL head coach. That would be the decision, if in fact it's your decision, you would forever regret in your NFL head coaching career.
Skip Bayless, first things first. I spoke to Johnny Manziel Friday. He told me to personally thank you for all your support and that he will be coming on the show again come NBA playoffs. Want me to let you know that.
Thank you.
Number two, I don't disagree with what you're saying about Coach Mike Zimmer. But I got to admit, Skip, with people like yourself and others, I'm very, very disappointed. Because, especially you, Skip, because I think that you are more qualified than most to call out some of these old school guys, even more than you just did. Because you got to parse the words that he's saying, Skip. The commercials, the TV, talk about the quarterback position. He's talking about, you know, be the first one in, the last one to leave, all of this other stuff. I understand the hard work. I understand the appearance of being dedicated. But essentially what Mike Zimmer is saying is that if football isn't your entire life, then you're letting us down. And how unfair is that? Johnny Manziel is in his 20s. He's not Mike Zimmer. He's not 57 years old. Nor is he old school, you know, born in the 50s and the 40s and come on now. What I'm saying is that if you're looking at a guy, we're not embracing the reality that generations are different than its predecessors. There are kids. I guarantee you that Mike Zimmer, I'm assuming he has children, wonderful children, and a wonderful family. I guarantee you that he looks at his kids and he wishes that they make some decisions that they didn't make, or they make mistakes along the way, or they think differently than he would have at their age at a particular different point in time in life. So what? It's like if everybody has to be what you want them to be, to me, that diminishes not just the responsibility, but the onus that's on the shoulders of the head coach. You don't play. It's not your job to make Johnny Manziel like you. It's your job to adjust to who Johnny Manziel is and make it work for you. And nobody calls these coaches out. They want ideal circumstances. They want utopia, Skip. They want you to be the first one to come to practice, the last one to leave. They want you living, eating, breathing, sleeping football 24/7. There's nothing wrong with the desire for them to have that. What's wrong is if you are anything less that you are looked upon as somebody that they don't want. In other words, your talent, bump your talent. It doesn't matter. Throw it out the window. Everybody ain't Johnny Manziel.
Yep.
Everybody can't win a Heisman as a freshman. Everybody can't be a finalist your second year in college, for another Heisman trophy. Everybody can't do what you do.